Hi guys, this is Vineet, and in this video we will discuss about the overview of system databases in SQL Server. Before we proceed ahead, I would request you guys to please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Subscribing gives us huge motivation to create new videos for you and for other SQL professionals. So I would request you to please subscribe to this channel. Right now I have around 320 subscribers. I'm expecting subscriber count somewhere near around 500. So guys, please show us your power. Please subscribe. And I have 131 videos at present on this channel, so you can watch them out. And also I see that out of 100 subscriber, only like 4% of them are subscribing to our channel. So please do subscribe. And there's a subscribe button below this video, just below this arrow, I think. So click on that subscribe button. You will get a bell icon. Click on that bell icon and select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. This is on the right, there is one of the sample animation showing how to subscribe, so you can do it like that. Alright, so let's move ahead, and there are some points to remember while watching this video. I would request you guys to please watch this video till the end to gain better clarity of the concept, and if it's possible for you to please watch this video twice to gain more clarity, and perform any exercises mentioned in your test and lab environments only. Do not touch any production environments or production databases. And we would like to know your thoughts regarding our videos, so please do share your comments with us. And guys, you need the PDF copy of the notes we are discussing here. You can download them from the below link. The link is also included in the description. You can download the notes by paying a nominal fee. Apart from that, I have two playlist. First is the database design playlist and the business continuity video playlist. The database design playlist consists of database design videos, and it contains right now it has like 30 videos, and the business continuity playlist has around 45 videos. And apart from that, I have also included the channel link, which is mentioned at the bottom, and I will include all these links in the description of this video. Please check them out. And if you have any questions related to SQL Server, you may ask them so by paying a nominal fee of INR 500, and you can avail this particular service at the top made.io link given below. I will also include this link in the description of this video. And also, if you need help in writing your profile for your resume, so I'm available for consultation with an hourly charge of INR 1000, and you may avail this service by going to the link below. So let's go back to the topic, and topic is overview of system databases in SQL Server. Let's quickly go to notes. So these are the notes. Let me select my pen pointer quickly. Let's use blue one and in the pen mode. So today we will talk about the overview of system databases, and SQL Server includes the following system databases. So what are they? First one is the master database, which records all the system level information for an instance of a SQL Server. So it records all the system level information. So next is the msdb database, which is used by SQL Server agent for scheduling alerts and jobs. This database is used by SQL Server agent for scheduling jobs and alerts. Third one is the model database, and it is used as a template for all the databases created on the instance of the SQL Server. So this is a template database which is used if we create any new database. Modifications made to the model database or this database, such as database size, collation, if you change anything on this database, recovery model, or any other database option, are applied to any databases created afterwards. Now next is the resource database. It's basically a read-only database that contains system objects that are included with the SQL Server. So it contains system objects, the resource database. Now system objects are physically persisted in the resource database. So system objects persist physically in the resource database but are but they logically appear in the sys schema of every database that is created on the instance of SQL Server. So system objects persist physically in the resource database, but they are logically appear in the sys schema of every database. Now there is a TempDB as well, TempDB database, and it is a workspace for holding temporary objects or intermediate result sets. It contains temporary objects or intermediate result sets. Now let's talk about modification of system data, whether we should modify it or not. So SQL Server basically does not support users directly updating the information in system objects such as system tables, system stored procedures, and catalog views. So SQL Server do not support that practice. We should not be modifying any system objects such as system tables and system stored procedures and any of the system catalog view directly. Instead, what SQL Server does is it provides a complete set of administrative tools. So SQL Server has given us a set of administrative tools that basically let users fully administer their system and manage all users and objects in the database. So we use tools to manipulate any system objects. So let's discuss about these tools. So these include the following tools. So there are administration utilities provided by SQL Server, such as SQL Server Management Studio, through which we manipulate the objects. And apart from that, we have a SQL SMO API, and this API basically lets programmer include complete functionality for administering SQL Server in their application. So through this API they can fetch out any information or administer SQL Server programmatically. Next is the transact SQL scripts or stored procedure, and these can use system stored procedures and transact SQL DDL statements. Now these tools, basically the one we discussed above, the administration utilities like SSMS, the transact SQL code, and the SQL SMO API, and these tools basically shield applications from changes in the system objects. So that application should not make any changes to the system objects, these APIs and tools are provided. For example, SQL Server sometimes has to change the system tables in new version of SQL Server to support new functionality. So whenever a SQL Server new version comes up, it makes changes to the system tables in the new version of SQL Server to support any new functionality that is being added in that version. Alright, and applications issuing select statement that directly reference system tables are frequently dependent upon the old format of system tables. So for example, if any new changes come to the new version of SQL Server and we have an old application that uses the select statement that directly references the system tables that are frequently dependent upon the old format of system tables. So if any of our applications are using old system tables and not the new ones which have come in the new version of SQL Server, sites may not be able to upgrade to a new version of SQL Server until they have rewritten application. So due to this, if we have to upgrade a SQL Server to a new version, and if our application likes the system tables in old format, then our application needs to be rewritten to accommodate the new format of system tables that are selecting from the new tables. So any of the sites may not be able to upgrade to new version of SQL Server until all the applications are rewritten and are selecting from the new system tables. So that's pretty clear. So basically what it was saying is changes to the system objects are made whenever a new version of SQL Server comes up. So if we have any applications that are written in the that are referencing the older version of SQL tables, and if we have to upgrade the site to the new version of SQL Server, what we need to do is we need to rewrite our applications to reference the new SQL tables or new system tables. SQL Server considers the system stored procedure DDL and SQL SMO published interfaces and works to maintain the backward compatibility of these interfaces. So Server tries its best to consider the system stored procedure, any DDL statements, and SQL SMO published interfaces, and basically works to maintain the backward compatibility with these interfaces. And SQL Server does not support trigger defined on the system table, so we should not be defining any triggers on the system table, and it does not even support that because they might modify the operation of the system. That's why it does not support that. System databases cannot reside on UNC based shared directories, so we cannot place any of the system databases on a UNC shares. Now, how to view the system database data? You should not code transact SQL statement that directly query the system tables. So we should not be coding applications in such a way, or should not be writing any transact SQL statements that directly references the system tables. Instead, what we can do, so let's forget about that. We shouldn't be writing any statements that basically directly access the system tables, and unless that is the only way to obtain the information. So that is the clause or the exception. If the only the way to obtain the information is to reference the system table, then yeah, we certainly do that. But if there are any other ways to obtain information, we should not be referencing any system tables. That is required by the application. So unless there is no other way to obtain the information required by the application, we shouldn't be using the system tables. Instead, application should obtain catalog and system information by using the following. So there are following ways through which application can obtain the catalog and system information. So one is the application can use the system catalog views, and applications can use the SQL SMO API. Third ways to obtain information is Windows Management Instrumentation or WMI interface that can also be used to access some information. And there are certain catalog functions, methods, attributes, and properties of a data API used in the application, such as ADO, OLEDB, or ODBC. So these three are APIs, ADO, OLEDB, or ODBC, that provides a set of catalog functions, methods, attributes, and properties of a data through which we can access the data in the system tables. And Transact SQL system has some stored procedures and built-in functions through which we can access the system data, and we shouldn't be directly accessing the system tables. So alright, these are the ways to access the system data, and we should be only using these ways and shouldn't be directly accessing the tables in the system databases. So guys, I hope you like this video. Today in this video we have discussed provide you a brief overview of system databases. There are around 5 system databases starting from master, msdb, model, resource, and TempDB. I will be explaining these individual databases in detail in my upcoming videos, so please stay in tune and also subscribe to this channel. There's a subscribe button below this video. Click on that button. And we have also talked about how modification of system data. We should not be modifying the system data. That is what we have learned, and we should only be accessing data in the system tables via specific methods or the administration utilities provided by SQL Server, the SQL SMO API, and the transact SQL scripts and stored procedure given. And basically, if there are, we also discussed about if there are any changes made to system tables in the new version of SQL Server, then yeah, applications need to be rewritten to accommodate the new functionality and should reference the new system tables. And we have also discussed about how what are the various way you should be using to view the system data, and that includes the system catalog views, SQL CMO API, and Windows management instrumentation, and catalog function method provided by ADO, LADB, and ODBC APIs. We should only be using that, and we should use transact SQL system stored procedures and built-in functions to access the system data. So yeah, that is all we have discussed. Please do share your comments on this video, and please share this video with your friends. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much for your time on this video, and you have a wonderful day ahead.